Expansion and simplification. Now we need to look at the following. Expand and simplify bracket 2x minus 3 bracket x minus 1. To do this type of question, we need to take note that the following has two brackets. That means the whole of 2x minus 3 needs to be multiplied to the whole of x minus 1. How can we do this? Now there are two different methods. Number one, we can use the tic-tac-toe method. So we will have the following. Okay, this one, the first bracket will be 2x minus 3. So I'm going to take 2x minus 3 multiply with x minus 1. X minus 1. So how do we do this multiplication? This is actually taking 2x multiply to x to give me 2x squared. Oh, sorry. Let me change the color. 2x squared. And next we are going to take minus 3 times x to give me negative 3x. And the next one will be 2x times negative 1. And that will give me 2x times negative 1, negative 2x. And last but not least, the last square will be negative 3 times negative 1. Bear in mind, this is multiplication. Negative 3 times negative 1. Negative times negative become positive. 3 times 1 equals to 3. So this will be positive 3. So what we can do, we can write the following down. Copy down whatever that is inside the square down here. All the squares down here. Okay, and we will be able to get 2x squared minus 3x minus 2x plus 3. However, this is not the final answer. Why is that so? Because we have the like terms in the middle here. The x terms are the like terms. So we need to simplify these into 2x squared. And for this part, we will have minus 3 units, minus 2 units. Bear in mind, this is subtraction. I take away 3 units and I take away another 2 more units. That will give me negative 5. Okay, so in this case, this is negative 5 units of x. Please remember to write down the x. Then followed by the number at the back, plus 3. Therefore, this will be the final answer. Now that was the first method using the tic-tac-toe. Now what we can do, the second method that some of you might prefer, is to use the rainbow method. Okay, we will have 2x minus 3 times x minus 1. What exactly is that? That will be 2x times x, 2x multiplied to x, and that gives me 2x squared. Please do not do addition, it is multiplication. Then 2x multiplied to negative 1, that will be negative 2x. Negative 3 multiplied to x, that will give me negative 3x. Last but not least, negative 3 times negative 1. Like I have said, negative 3 multiplied to negative 1 is negative times negative become positive. 3 times 1 is 3. So this will become positive 3. And similarly, we cannot stop down here because there is like terms in between here and we need to simplify the expression. In this case, we will be able to get 2x squared minus 2 units minus 3 units. This is subtraction, which gives me minus 5 units. So it's minus 5 units of x, then plus 3. And this will be your final answer. Consider the following problem sum. A triangle has the following sides. Find in terms of x the perimeter of the triangle. How do we find the perimeter? The perimeter is the sum of all the 3 sides of the triangle. So I will have the first side, which will be 3x minus 5. Then the second side, I need to add together with 2x minus 3. And the third side, x plus 7. Since this is addition, there will be no change in any of the sign. We can safely add everything together. It will be 3x minus 5 plus 2x minus 3 plus x plus 7. Now let us look at all the like terms together. We will have 3x together with positive 2x together with positive x. So that will be 3 units plus 2 units plus 1 unit of x. And this gives me 6 units of x, which is 6x. Next, we'll look at the numbers without the x. I will have negative 5, negative 3, positive 7. So this is actually the number minus 5, minus 3, plus 7. And what will we have? We will have minus 5 minus 3 plus 7. That gives us negative 1. And this will be 6x minus 1. Answer. I forgot to mention that we will need to write down a simple statement. Perimeter equals to 6x minus 1. Since we do not know the units, we will just leave it as units. In this question, we are asked to subtract x minus 5 from 6x minus 7. Now, subtraction means we need to do a minus and it will affect our sign. So the first thing that we do is to add brackets, okay, to our expression. Next thing, consider the following. They say subtract x minus 5 from 6x minus 7. So for example, if they were to ask you to subtract 3 from 5, what will this be? This is actually 5 minus 3. So similarly, if I were to ask you to subtract x minus 5 from 6x minus 7, I will need to take 6x minus 7 in front, subtract the whole of x minus 5. Remember to put the brackets. Now let us simplify. Nothing changes here for the first bracket. And then the one at the back, it will be subtract x. Okay, so I need to multiply these by negative 1. Subtract negative 5. That means I need to multiply this one by negative 1. Because the number in front here is an invisible number, which is actually 1 unit. So we will have minus x. X times negative 1 give you minus x. Minus 5 times minus 1, that will be negative 5 times negative 1. This is multiplication. Negative times negative will give you positive number. 5 times 1 will be 5. So this will be plus 5. Then simplifying this, we will have 6x minus x. So 6x minus 6 unit minus 1 unit of x. That gives me 5 units. So 5 units of x. Then we need to look at the numbers. Negative 7 plus 5, which will be minus 7 plus 5. This is addition, not multiplication. So we just follow the sign. Originally, I owe you $7. I returned you $5. Now, how much do I still owe you? I owe you $2. So this will be negative 2. If you are not sure of your calculation, please use a calculator.